The Royal Rumble 2011, an MT Omar review. I'm Omar.
And I'm MTO.
And for the first time in 5 years, and for only the second time in the long history of the Royal Rumble, a Mexican wins the Royal Rumble. The first match of the night, Kerwin White's caddy going one-on-one with Edge. It turned out to be a surprisingly really good match. There were just plenty of moves that Edge pulled out that I haven't seen him use in years. But one thing that I really wanted him to see him use is the gore. Like, I would have laughed my ass off if he would have used the spear, and then he said, "I didn't use the spear, I used the gore, so take that, you bitch." But Edge wins. He's still the world champion. And oh yeah, for some reason Kelly gets involved. Hello? What the hell was that? What did you think of this match?
Definitely everything that you just said. It was great to see Edge pull off all his old signatures that he hasn't done in a while, like that sharpshooter, that twisting sharpshooter, and the impaler DDT, re-bringing them back since he couldn't use the spear or else he would have lost the championship. And I agree, Kelly getting involved, what the fuck was that about? It got Vicky Guerrero knocked out of the match and allowed Edge to do the spear anyway, and then the unprettier, copying from his buddy Smooth Christian. I don't know, this looks like it's going to be a reunion between Edge and Christian sometime down the line, don't you think?
It definitely looked like it, but to me, it hinted that, hey, Christian's coming back tonight. Christian's going to win the Royal Rumble, and they're going to face each other or something at WrestleMania. So the next match is the Divas What? The WWE champ? What the fuck are you talking? Why would the Divas match come last on the card? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. So next is the WWE Championship match between The Miz and Randy Orton.
That's exactly what I was thinking at that point. I was like, oh my god, this is going to set up for Christian winning the Royal Rumble and everything, but we'll talk about that again later, like you said.
Surprisingly, Orton made The Miz look strong in this match. The Miz pulled out some moves that I didn't think he had in him. For some reason, the Nexus gets involved. Another thing, like, what the fuck is going on around here? And it would be pretty much a night full of what the fuck, as we would see. I thought this was a pretty okay match, I guess. And as I predicted, The Miz pinned Randy Orton in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, as we both predicted, The Miz wasn't going to win this clean. But I actually didn't have a problem with it. I don't know, as it was progressing and as The Miz was cheating and Alex Riley were getting involved, I was like, you know what, I don't think I mind this as much as I thought I would. Why did the Nexus get involved? Is this going to be meaningful, or is this going to be just like when the Nexus helped Kane win the championship and we never got an answer to that? Solid match. It was an okay match. It was a good match for a Randy Orton match. And it was great to see The Miz kick Randy Orton's ass.
For the first time, I think, ever, the Divas Championship match comes after the WWE Championship match and the World Heavyweight Championship match. As I said, this was a night full of what the fuck. There's another one for you. I guess they wanted people to take a piss and not miss any seconds of the Royal Rumble.
So this was supposed to be a handicap match for the championship, but the general manager decides to make this a fatal 4-way instead. And I know what we were all thinking. We were all thinking we were going to get the surprise debut of the Amazing Kong for this. But no, we didn't get Amazing Kong. We got...
when he said the fatal 4-way, I was like beating on my bed like, dun, 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 dun.
But no, it wasn't the Amazing Kong. It was Mickie James. What? Well... At the same time, it's like, what the fuck, why? But then at the same time, we have been kind of complaining over the last couple of weeks that we never really got anything out of Mickie James pinning Melina a couple weeks back, so now we finally got it.
No, that was you, man. That was you. Don't put this on me. You were complaining about how Mickie James never got her pushed. I was just saying, why the hell did she go over Melina clean? You were complaining that she didn't get her pushed. There you go. There it is for you. So instead of Melina, instead of Michelle McCool, instead of freaking Layla, instead of Natalya, we have Mickie James as the Divas champion.
I really don't know, because this is kind of stupid, but then at the same time, guess it serves me right for complaining so much.
The 40-man Royal Rumble. I'm sure nobody predicted. We all predicted some jobber to come out first, but instead it's CM Punk coming out first, and then he gets attacked by the Core from behind, and then it turns into some big-time Invasion versus WWF match, and then my stream froze, which is fucking amazing.
Definitely, that was a mark-out moment right there, seeing Nexus versus the Core. That's what we all were waiting to see if these groups were going to join forces or going to attack each other. But in the end, it would be kind of a disappointment, because this would be the only time that we would see these guys in the ring together. Daniel Bryan was number 2. Justin Gabriel was number 3. Zack Ryder got screwed, coming in at number 4. And I think we can both agree, Daniel Bryan pissed us the fuck off when he eliminated both Justin Gabriel and Zack Ryder, completely cheating to eliminate them. That was complete bullshit.
I guess it's better than hearing Ezekiel Jackson on the mic. I am a Daniel Bryan fan. Why would you eliminate Justin Gabriel so early in the match? He was the first one eliminated. Way to treat your top guys. Wow! This is worse than Max fuck winning that X Division match.
The next entrance, we will get William Regal, Ted DiBiase, John Morrison, and as everyone I'm sure is going to mention in their reviews, that cool move that John Morrison did when they eliminated him. He hung on to the barricade, and because his feet didn't hit the floor, he wasn't eliminated. Now, I was always wondering what would happen if something like that were to happen, like if you got eliminated, but like you hopped on one foot or something. I was always wondering what would happen if something like that happened.
That was freaking amazing. Like, I thought he would crash into the sign guy or something. Glad he didn't, though.
Entrance, we would get Akio and Husky Harris joining CM Punk. And then we get Chavo Guerrero. Surprisingly, Chavo did good the first couple of minutes he was in the match, don't you think?
Didn't I say this was the night of what the fuck? Chavo Guerrero in the Rumble instead of Evan Bourne and Christian. What the fuck?
Well, he really did. He was really impressive, suplexing everyone like 50 times. Then it was Mark Henry, JTG, Michael McGillicuddy. We have CM Punk, Husky Harris, Michael McGillicuddy, and David Otunga all in one ring. The entire new Nexus all working together, and they just eliminate the fuck out of everyone. They throw everyone that's in the ring out of the ring, and then they stand in and just completely like a pack of wolves, just waiting, biding their time to get the new entry. What did you think about this?
Keep in mind, this was no Johnny Stamboli in here. And a couple weeks ago, you said that this Nexus, without Johnny Stamboli, they were weak as fuck. So, yeah, the Nexus pretty much dominated. It was nice to see the Nexus be themselves finally, and after looking weak.
So the next 6 guys that would come out would get dominated by Nexus. First we had Tyler Rex. Then we would get Vladimir Kozlov and R-Truth, who would both get dominated. And then at this point I was kind of excited to see who would be the person that would come out and destroy Nexus. I was kind of excited to see that, because as much as I love this, what I would love even more is to see who was going to be the person that would single-handedly take down these guys. I actually marked out for Great Khali for the first time ever to see him completely destroy Nexus. I don't know why, I got excited at that point.
This was like 06 Khali all over again. It's like, he put that Kiss Cam stuff in the shitter, and he finally got back to his old roots. Let's just see if they run with this.
So Great Khali manages to eliminate one of them. Then here comes Johnny Stamboli making his entrance to the Royal Rumble and eliminate the Great Khali barehanded.
Good old Johnny Stamboli coming to the rescue for Little Guido, aka Nunzio, aka CM Punk.
And then the entrant that surprised the fuck out of everyone, Booker T, coming out and making his return, and that everyone marked out. The crowd was on their feet. Everyone was excited to see Booker T come back, as we were all anticipating. Finally, Booker T comes back.
I was going for that Spitteroonie. I almost cried because I was reliving my childhood there. I marked out like a madman.
But here comes John Cena, and I was actually happy to see John Cena come out. I was like, alright, awesome, finally, competition for the Nexus. But then it kind of pissed me off that he single-handedly eliminated every single one of them. That pissed me off, including CM Punk. Like, I wanted the Nexus to have some competition, but I didn't want him to eliminate all of them, like, at one time.
I was excited to see John Cena, too. I was like, okay, maybe the Nexus can actually, you know, actually try to fight for their lives here. But I didn't want to see John Cena freaking toss them all over the top of, especially CM Punk, who should be a Final Four guy by now.
And here we would get another one. Fucking Hornswoggle teams with John Cena. Hornswoggle and John Cena make an alliance, and they are even more dominant than the fucking Nexus were. That's right, Hornswoggle and John Cena eliminate people in a row. So then the ring would start to fill up as Jack Swagger, Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, Wade Barrett, Dolph Ziggler would all come out, and they would actually have a real Royal Rumble. And even Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett winning the coveted number 30 spot in this one. Second and final surprise entry that we would get in the Royal Rumble. Kevin Nash comes back as Diesel, and the crowd marched the fuck out. I just kind of think that that's funny because Kevin Nash comes back. The whole time Kevin Nash has been in TNA, people have been like, man, why doesn't he retire already? He's boring, he's old, he has no purpose, speed in wrestling anymore. And then he comes back to WWE and everyone's like, oh my fucking god, it's Diesel, it's Kevin Nash. Wow, what a great moment. Oh my god, I can't believe he's finally back.
Another what the fuck moment, but this one wasn't actually all that bad. I enjoyed Kevin Nash coming back. But again, we hope that it's not a one-night thing. And we hope that he does come back full-time, because he did have a little stare down with the Big Show, so this could set up some kind of WrestleMania match.
So the final four, it would come down between, big shock, John Cena and Randy Orton, and Wade Barrett and Alberto Del Rio.
But the best part here was John Cena is the first one eliminated out of the final four, or five as we would soon find out. That was a true mark-out moment for me. It would have been better if it was Randy Orton, because, I mean, when Randy Orton was still in there, I was like, oh, fuck, no.
And I don't know, what were you thinking at this point? At this point, I was thinking Wade Barrett was going to win. What about you?
So, Del Rio won with pride twice. Del Rio won twice. Then the fireworks and the confetti, I was like, oh my god, it's actually happened. And it was. I marked out like never before.
Yeah, that shocked the hell out of me. Well, first about the Santino part, that was kind of shocking too. Like, I know nobody thought that Santino was actually going to win, but I kind of had that in my mind that, holy fuck, what if that does happen? I don't even know if I'd be happy or if I'd be, well, hardly anybody thought that Del Rio was actually going to win. They were all like, oh no, WWE does this all the time. Del Rio's not going to win. If Del Rio wins, I'm going to eat my arm off. What do you know? Del Rio wins, and that is amazing. It's great to see this guy, the Mexican JBL, gonna headline WrestleMania. I hope he does.
Give me a break already, dude. Take that tag off of him already. He did something JBL never did. He won the Royal Rumble. Take that tag Mexican JBL off of him already. He's already gonna accomplish more than JBL has. And back to your little arm reference. There's probably 10,000 more Zach Gallons out there now that Del Rio's won the Rumble.
Piss me off. So the Royal Rumble, it was definitely a huge night of shocks. Like, everything about the Royal Rumble was shocking. Every single match, from Kelly interfering in Edge's match, to Mickie James being the women's champion, to Nexus helping The Miz, to seeing Kevin Nash in WWE, to Alberto Del Rio winning. Tons of surprises, tons of shocks. Great show at the Royal Rumble.
Ooh. I'm still not over how great a show that was. Like, I don't think I can remember a show that left me wanting more.
And I'm MTO.
And I'm awesome! No, I'm just kidding, I'm Omar. And this was our Royal Rumble 2011 review. Alberto Del Rio for life, ese. That's all I gotta say.